Good morning, guys. Happy Thursday. Namaste. God bless. How are all of you? What the hell is up, man? I'm still not situated here. I'm not preparing. That's one of the words out of the quote box today I'm going to share with you guys. But on Tuesday, we do our Tuesday shows. Our Monday shows, we now do Tuesdays for the West Coast. And Tuesday night, when we did this show, I actually posted it on my wall. Kurt said, why don't we do a show on crossroads? And he had this thought of crossroads, and I had no idea what he was talking about. But I said, wait, I had a good feeling about that. That's kind of like how life is. You follow your gut and your feeling. We go into these shows, literally, we extemporize everything. We have no idea. We have no pre-show script like I do here with notes. We just go in there and for 15 or 20 minutes, just banter back and forth on the wisdom of life, and hopefully it helps you guys. But he brought up the section of crossroads. And to me, that was an amazing point in life that we reach, but we fail to prepare to get ready for that reaching of that crossroad in life. We're thinking about all these things that we want. We're desiring them. We're surrounding ourselves with the energy to attain them. The problem is we're not getting ready for them. And this goes back to my own life in so many ways, and a lot of you guys can concur. You're desiring the most amazing relationship you've always wanted, or you're desiring the most amazing business you've always wanted, but you don't do the research, you don't heal from the past relationships, and you carry all this shit on in baggage onto your desired endeavor, hence the crossroad, which ultimately will lead to failure. Ben Franklin, I love what he said about preparing, because it really makes sense to really understand that whatever you're desiring, it's going to come. It's going to come. So whether it's good or bad, if you focus on the negative all day long, you're preparing your life to receive more negative. If you're preparing for your desires of an amazing future, which you endow with all these things, you prepare yourself every day to receive it. You know, it's an amazing analogy of life that you are not denied. And you should put a big friggin' smile on your face every day in the mirror, knowing that you're this close to receiving what you want, and keep saying, I am receiving the most amazing scenarios in life, but I'm not going to forget to prepare for it. And Ben Franklin said, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Yeah. I didn't get that either, man. I would sit there and conjure up all these situations and scenarios for years. I wanted my soulmate, I want this and that, but I still brought the last three meatballs that were in my life into the picture and ultimately ruined it. Yeah, it's a two-way street. I wanted this amazing business, and I conjured up all these thoughts about it, and I didn't prepare for the fact of how challenging owning a business was. It was great, mind you, but I wasn't ready for that. And I posted a reel 3 days ago to really, people think they probably took it out of context, but I'm going to explain to you exactly what it meant. It said, as your life changes, so will your circle. Not the people around you, meatball, not the surroundings, but your energy. The aura that you have around you. As you change your thoughts, you're going to change the energy around you. You keep putting the desires in this aura that surrounds you, that goes out to the quantum field every day without getting ready for it, is going to ultimately lead to, sadly, failure in a lot of things in life. And crossroad is a crucial point where a decision must be made. Because from that, and what Kurt triggered me into making this a great show, and I love him for doing that, what he brought up with Crossroad was opportunities. Because you're gonna, if you're desiring something so much, the universe always answers your call. Remember that, good and or bad. If you're desiring bad health, because that's all you talk about every day, you're going to keep getting life-challenging events in your life. It's not easy. Indeed, we all have issues, and physical issues, mental issues. I always do, okay. But it's just natural way of life. But if you keep focusing on stuff like that, that's all you can bring back to you. That's your crossroad. You're going to hit that point in life where you can change, or you can stay where you are. If you guys remember, I forgot, with the Castaway with Tom Hanks. At the end of the movie, he came up to this crossroad of life. He could dwell in what had happened to him, or he can move a different direction in life. In essence, he was preparing himself for it. And from that, as I digress with my censure here, opportunities are going to abound with those desires. Opportunities, a chance for advancement and progress. Notice how it says a chance. Because what you're sending out in that circle, that aura that you are, you're going to be given a chance to prove yourself, because the universe doesn't deny you. It's going to bring it to you. But the point is, are you prepared to receive it? If you're desiring that special someone or that special soul, but yet you're still hurting from the last 3 or 4 or 5 that really hurt you in your life, all you can bring and not preparing for the new one is the old one into the new one. It's like buying a new car with an old mindset. You're just going to ruin that shit over a period of time. And that's the beauty about life. Because when you understand stuff like this, you start preparing to make ready for some purpose. Indeed. This is the great thing about life, man, because we have this amazing ability that if we think about and put in our circle, our aura every day, as Dr. Joe Dispenza would say, I'm going to mention to you guys, we have the ability to completely change who we are as people. He mentioned you can't go to the future holding on to the biology of the past. In other words, the atoms that we have programmed who we are as people. And if you really get down to it, and if you really think about it, everything you seek is seeking you. Everything you want wants you. Everything you desire desires you. But the point is, if you're putting in your circle every single day these amazing desires, and you're going to change your life, but you keep holding on to the old biology of who you are currently holding on to, it's going to give you the same scenarios, only with different opportunities. And people don't understand that. They keep saying, I'm a good person. Yeah, Meatball, you're a good person on the outside. You're showing the world who you are. But on the inside, you're not that person. It's when you become whole, when the heart and mind become one. You created this amazing power tool. You let go of the hate. You let go of all the bad that has happened in your life, and you truly reach the crossroad of where you want to go. But people usually turn around and go backwards because they don't understand. How could this happen? I'm not good enough for this. Indeed. You just answered your own question. Or I'm not worthy to receive it. Indeed. You just answered your own question. How could I receive this money? This is not mine. Indeed. You just answered your own question to future events that you are basically sending out in that circle of who you are. And when you realize that, and I didn't write down the quotes because I was rushing to get this show because it really inspired me. I wanted to bring it up to you guys. But feel free to check it out. It's on my wall from the American New Escape. It's on Crossroads. But I didn't write down the lady who mentioned these words, and I'm so sorry. I was so in love with what they said, but it really makes sense about all of us. And you can think about this for yourself every day, because when you realize you're attracting everything that you want and don't want every day. So you might as well choose the latter. You might as well choose the better part of your life. Most importantly, because if you know it's going to happen, we have this knowing in life. We know that we're going to have something in life because we usually get it every day in our thoughts and our feelings. But if you know you're going to receive something that you truly, truly desired, you'll know to start preparing for it. And it's an amazing set of words. Listen to these. You better live your best and act your best and think your best today. I'll say it again. You better live your best, act your best, and think your best. For today is sure preparation for tomorrow and all the other tomorrows that follow. Isn't that great? It's like setting up, you conjured up this recipe of your desires in life, and I'm thinking in food, that's just who I am. You conjured up all these recipes in life, and all these steps are needed to create this amazing dish that you've always wanted. And we always do. If you guys are in love with cooking or whatever you're doing, you have the thoughts before what you want to have and create. You prepare for it and you create it. You're like, wow, that was easy. So is life. So is your desires. But it just takes a little bit longer, Meatball. It takes a little bit longer to create those amazing events in your life. But at the same time, consistency is key. How do you get better? Keep doing it. How do you keep desiring what you want? Keep thinking about it. How do you install it better? Keep throwing pebbles into the quantum field. Now you're throwing stones. Now you're throwing friggin' boulders into the quantum field of thought and creating the most amazing ripple effects, hence your circle. And you draw it all to you. And hopefully this inspires you guys, because we always get what we desire. But the most important question of all is, are you ready for it? So don't be asking for something if you're not ready for it, because it's going to be presented to you in some way. If you're asking, oh, why do I have to go to work? You're going to be presented probably with a pink slip. Does that make sense? You always get what you ask for. And when you realize how truly powerful you are, you wait, I'm going to ask for better things in life because this is what I want. Hence, you're going to start preparing for it, learning about it, getting ready for it. And here's a simple tidbit. I love using lottery grand prize winners as metaphors because these guys really sent out to the quantum field. And if you guys believe in that, that's great. If you don't, I get it. It's really, but the biggest lottery winners already had their circle, their professional circle ready to go. All of them said, yeah, I had my accountants, I had my lawyer, I had all these things ready to go. They prepared themselves to win. And they held on to their business cards for like years. And when the time came, which it did, which it ultimately will, because if you keep focusing on something, it's going to happen. They created the most amazing scenarios in life. And they said, yeah, this is what I always dreamt of. So humbly, because they knew it was happening. Everything that you desire happens the same way. But how you prepare for it is how you're going to get it, and how you're going to receive it, and how you're going to react to it. And I learned so many different, I wish they taught me this stuff in school, man, because right now the world will be even better. You would have people out there succeeding at a monstrous level, but because they'll realize how truly powerful they are. They'll monitor their thoughts, and they'll realize what they're sending out into that circle, that quantum field of energy that surrounds us all. So think about it, man. Hopefully this really just jacks you guys, because by journaling every day like I do, I'm just conjuring up scenarios of the life that I'm creating for myself right now, every day, the next year. I'm living in that shit. I'm living in the life that I want right now because I'm preparing for it every single day, because tomorrow is going to be that way. The following tomorrows are going to be that way. And when you start thinking like that, you start acting like that, you start feeling like that, you are going to create that, man. So guys, think about it for yourself today. Guys, America's Mentor _radio. I'm just sweating today. At America's Mentor on YouTube. At America's Mentor. I don't even know where the hell I am today. But guys, and remember, you always get what you ask for. And realize that with that guarantee, this is not an infomercial, guys. This is a reality of life. As your life changes, so will your circle. As your desires change, your energy is going to change. You're going to draw it to you. You're going to hit the crossroad of opportunities to attain it. But the question is, are you ready for it? So guys, enjoy your Thursday, guys. I'll see you guys soon, man.